There is one neighborhood in Dubai that has become one of the most talked about projects in Dubai real estate. And you will find literally no one in the market saying anything negative about it. As they say, the best way to make money in real estate is to own a piece of land. And this project is the one which gives the opportunity to own a very large prime piece of land in a world-class city like Dubai. Maybe actually there is nothing really bad about this project or about this community, and possibly the investments in here may never go wrong. Why it could be so? Let us find out in this video. The name of this luxurious villa-only community is none other than the Oasis by Emaar. In this video, you will learn a lot about what are the different types of subclusters in this neighborhood, what are the different types of properties that are there and how they are placed in the clusters, what are the sizes, how are the layouts, what are the good and the not so good elements of the floor plans, what the community exactly has to offer for the amenities to its residents, and on the top of it, why this area may become one of the top high-end communities to live in the city of Dubai in the future. I will also explain what were the prices these villas were launched at and what are they being traded at currently, and what could be the expected prices of these villas on completion. Moreover, I will also explain what are the other neighborhoods in the area around this project that are in competition to this community. So if you are a buyer or a seller, you will get a complete comprehensive knowledge that I have compiled together for you to better understand the Oasis in one single video. Do subscribe to my channel to watch more of such videos where I explain in depth some of the most prime projects in Dubai. I'm a realtor based out of Dubai and I mostly help international investors invest in only some of the very few projects that are actually worth putting your capital to make the best returns out of it. Let us first deep dive into the location of the Oasis. It is placed in between D54 Sheikh Zayed bin Hamdan Al Nahyan Street and E611 Emirates Road. It is having a total size of 8.5 square kilometers. Just for your reference point, here on the screen you can see the sizes of some of the very large villa communities in Dubai like Emirates Living, Dubai Hills, Emaar South and Arabian Ranches 1. This area has been gaining a ton of popularity because it sits a little higher in elevation right across the Al Nahyan Street as compared to the other neighboring communities. And also it is in the part of the city that is going to be closer to the new upcoming airport of Dubai, the Al Maktoum Airport, which most likely will become the de facto international airport of Dubai in 2032. The Oasis is surrounded by mostly other residential communities. The Mac Lagoons is on the right, which is already under construction and nearing full completion. Then there are 3 other prime villa communities to the north of Oasis, Tilal Al Gaf and Jumeirah Golf Estates Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. And to the left is Dubai Investments Park DIP, which is a mixed-use industrial, commercial and residential complex, and another upcoming Damak community, Riverside. The Road and Transportation Authority of Dubai, RTA, is working on a new project to extend this Al-Fair Road all the way up to the end of the Oasis community till it touches the Emirates Road. This will really help this project connect quite easily to the E44 Al-Khail Road and hence improving on commute times to the two epicenters of Dubai, downtown Dubai and Dubai Marina. With this new Al-Fair Road extension, the residents of the Oasis would be able to quickly reach two of the most prominent golf clubs of Dubai, the Jumeirah Golf Estates Golf Club that hosts the DP World Tour Championship and the Els Club in Sport City. If I talk about which will be the largest mall closest to the Oasis, it will be the Dubai Hills Mall, which should be about 20 minutes drive from the Oasis. The current DXB airport, the operational airport, is about 40 minutes ride from the Oasis, while the terminal of the new upcoming Al Maktoum International Airport, once built, will be just 15 minutes away from the Oasis. The community has been launched in different phases, the very first phase being Palmiera, which was when this project was first introduced at an event in 2023 in the presence of Bollywood actor Shah Rukh Khan, and it was announced that time that the estimated cost of this project would be $20 billion. Palmiera has three subclusters, in which Palmiera 1 is the most prominent. Then came Mirage in 2024, which was another adjoining huge cluster of villas, after which was followed by Lavita, which were the biggest size mansions. And in this year 2025, two new clusters came with branded villas, the address Tierra and the Palace Ostra. If you look here at the master plan breakup, 45.2% is residential, 26.8% is meant for the infrastructure and utilities, 25% for the parks and open spaces, while just 3% for the public facilities. So it is very much one of the least dense communities of Dubai. There is a 1.5 kilometers long park in the middle of the first section of the Oasis, and there are a total of only 3,100 villas and mansions in the whole master plan of the Oasis, no townhouses and no apartments. So let's talk about the very first cluster, which is the Palmiera 1. So Palmiera 1 had a total of 265 units, offering 4-bedroom and 5-bedroom villas. So the 4 bedrooms were having 3 types: classical, contemporary and chamfered. So these are the outside external facade designs which the developer is offering. So these villas were offered at an 85 to 15 payment plan. So 85% till the handover and 15% on the handover. And the handover of this cluster is expected in December of 2027. So as you can see on the screen, the breakup of the type of units. So the 5 bedrooms were also offered in 4 types. Classical had 2 types, and then you had contemporary and chamfered. The 4 beds were G+2, whereas the 5 bedrooms came with a basement as well. And they had 2 options, either a basement plus ground plus first floor, or a basement plus ground plus 2 floors. So the 4 bedrooms were having a built-up area of almost close to 6,000 to 6,200 square feet, and the average plot is almost close to 9,000 square feet. The original prices that they were launched were in between 8.4 to 10.8 million dirhams, and currently they are being traded in between 10.2 to 14.2 million dirhams on the resale market. And the expected prices on the complete maturity of the community, when the community has been fully developed with all the amenities and the residents are already living there, I'm expecting these villas to be in the range of 20 to 22 million dirhams. And if you see on the screen, the 5 bedrooms were having a size of approximately 7,700 to 8,600 square feet, and the plot sizes were around 8,500 square feet. And these were sold for 12.9 to 14.9 million dirhams, and they are currently trading between 15 to 16 million dirhams. And I'm expecting that once the community will be mature, the expected prices of the 5 bedrooms would be in the range of 25 to 28 million dirhams. Let's dive into the floor plan of a 4-bedroom Chamfered villa and explore how this home offers a perfect blend of luxury, privacy, and family comfort. Walking through the main entrance, you step into a spacious foyer, beautifully connecting the living spaces and giving a grand first impression. To the right, you have an expensive living area measuring 7 meters by 4.9 meters, ideal for hosting guests or relaxing with family. This flows seamlessly into a dedicated dining space overlooking the garden and the patio, perfect for indoor-outdoor living. You also get a show kitchen, great for light cooking and entertaining, and a separate back kitchen tucked away for heavy cooking. Both are strategically placed to remain functional yet elegant. There's a full guest suite on the ground floor with its own private bathroom, an excellent feature for visiting parents or friends who prefer ground-level living. The ground floor plan includes a maid's room with an attached bath, laundry area, storage, access to the service entry, lift access that connects all the floors. This makes household operations extremely efficient. Coming up to the first floor, the heart of family living begins. You have a cozy family lounge perfect for kids' study time, a TV corner, or simply relaxing together. 2 generously sized bedrooms sit on this level, both with large windows, built-in wardrobes, and ensuite bathrooms. One overlooks the front while the other offers access to the side balcony. And then the highlight, the master suite. This includes a spacious sleeping area, a dedicated walk-in wardrobe, a luxurious master bedroom featuring a freestanding bathtub. Moving to the second floor, you have a stunning roof lounge measuring 4.8 meters by 4.5 meters, ideal for a private office, entertainment area, or a hobby room. Stepping out, there's a huge open terrace which you can create a barbecue zone, an outdoor cinema, or even a rooftop garden. Just for a comparison, let me quickly show you the 5-bedroom Chamfered villa that comes with a basement, which feels nothing like a basement. You have a full entertainment level, a large open lounge, perfect for a theater or a game setup, a dedicated gym or multi-purpose room. The access to the basement level is actually through a staircase that drops from the ground floor that you can see on the left-hand side of the plan. Moving up to the ground floor, this is where the villa really opens up. As soon as you enter, you are greeted by a seamless flow between the formal living, dining, and family areas, all overlooking to the massive pool deck. On the first floor, the home becomes truly private. 4 spacious ensuite bedrooms are laid out along a wide corridor, each with floor-to-ceiling glazing, capturing natural light. The master suite is a standout, a luxurious retreat with a walk-in closet, lounge area, and its own terrace overlooking the pool and landscape backyard. Now let me show you how the villas are distributed in the cluster of the Palmiera. So here on the screen you can see the cluster map. So as you can see, these are how the 4-bedroom and 5-bedroom villas are placed along with the lagoons. So in the lagoons, as you can see, there is one which is a swimmable lagoon, while there are other water features which are marked as an urban canal. And this is one of the unique things of the Palmiera cluster, is that a lot of the 4-bedroom villas are also facing towards the water bodies, as well as along with the 5-bedroom villas. Here you can see how the lagoons are going to look like. and here is the complete differentiation between what part of the lagoon is actually swimmable and what will not be swimmable. The swimmable lagoons are actually a great feature for the kids in the family, and as we know, this is not one of the first lagoon communities in Dubai. There have been lagoon communities before as well, such as District 1 and Tilal Al Ghaf. And District 1, we had seen that in the last few years, there were some concerns on the degradation of the lagoon waters, the crystal clear water lagoon, and Nakheel actually reworked and improved it. So what the developer here in the Oasis has ensured is that they are trying to keep it as a flowing water lagoon so that there are no issues further once this whole community is built up and being used by the residents. So here on the screen you can see how the flowing water lagoon will be there as part of this community. After Palmiera 1, there are two small sub-clusters, Palmiera 2 and Palmiera 3. So Palmiera 2 just had a very few units of 4-bedroom villas, 56 only in the number, and they were exactly the same, of the same sizes and types that were offered in Palmiera 1. Whereas in Palmiera 3, there were again very few 4-bedroom villas which were a bit smaller than the Palmiera 1 villas, and the starting prices were around 9.1 million dirhams. They were again offered in 3 types, classical, contemporary and chamfered, and the handover of the Palmiera 3 villas is in October of 2028, and these were offered at an 80-20 payment plan. So what came after Palmiera was the Mirage, and what Mirage offered were 5-bedroom and 6-bedroom villas only. There were no 4-bedroom villas. So as you can see on the screen, the Mirage had a total of 204 units. The 5 bedrooms were coming with the basement, as well as the 6 bedrooms were also coming with the basement. Some of them also had the roof level. So if you look at the built-ups on offer, the built-ups were much larger than what were offered in the Palmiera cluster. The 5 bedrooms were ranging in between 10 to 11,000 square feet of built-up area, whereas as we had seen in Palmiera, the 5 bedrooms were in the range of 7,700 to 8,600 square feet built up area. So the plot area in Mirage for the 5 bedroom is almost around 11,300 square feet, and these were originally sold in between 15 to 20 million dirhams, and currently there have not been many resale transactions. Once this cluster will come up in June of 2028, that is when this cluster is expecting its handover. The expected prices on the complete maturity of the community, I'm expecting the 5-bedroom villas to go beyond 30 million dirhams and be in the range of 32 to 35 million dirhams. I'll explain what is my theory of this expected pricing later in this video when I compared this community with the other communities around it and what are the ongoing prices in those communities which are already ready. So the 6-bedroom villas in the Mirage, they are having a built-up area of around 11,300 all the way up to 12,900 square feet, and the average plot sizes are around 15,500 square feet, which were originally sold between 20 to 23 million dirhams, and the expected prices on complete community maturity is around 36 to 40 million dirhams. That is the estimate for the 6-bedroom villas in the Mirage cluster. Let me quickly walk through one of the 6-bedroom floor plans, the drop style, how it looks like. So as you can see on the screen, there is a basement, and the access to the basement is from the ground floor through a staircase on the side, and it is having a massive built-up size. The built-up area is 11,300 square feet, and you can see on the basement where you actually have your area for your landscaping and the swimming pool. You have a large family lounge, a large area for dining, the show kitchen, and your working kitchen, dirty kitchen is also there, and there is a facility for a dumb waiter to move your kitchen stuff on the ground floor above it. And here you can see on the ground floor you have another area for a massive dining lounge as well as a family living area this is a very big mansion with, almost having 6 bedrooms, where one of the bedrooms is on the ground floor and all the other 5 bedrooms, including the master suite, is on the first floor. So here on the screen, you can see the cluster map of the Mirage, which is integrated with the cluster of Palmiera 1. So again, there are some amenities for the swimmable lagoons and the urban canals, and mostly it's the 6 bedrooms which are facing the lagoon, but we can also see some of the 5 bedrooms facing the lagoon as well, and there are 2 swimmable lagoons as well as other amenities such as the community club and the retail areas as well in the master plan of the Mirage. If you want to have a detailed look at some of these floor plans of the flat or drop, contemporary, chamfered, classical, any style, my number is on the screen. You can just message me and ask for the detailed floor plans of these villas. Moving on, what came after Mirage was the Lavita cluster, which is in fact the most premium cluster in the Oasis community so far. So Lavita, what it had on offer were only 43 mansions, which were immensely large. They were in 2 types, 6 bedrooms and 7 bedrooms, and were having total 4 different types of floor plans. These were the mansions where you had those kind of facilities where you can drive your car inside the porch and take it to the basement. Your parking is in the basement level. And let me quickly show you how massive are the floor plans. As you can see on the screen, the 6 bedrooms, the built-up area is close to 19,000 square feet, with a plot area of again around 19,000 square feet. Whereas the 7 bedrooms go all the way up to 28,500 square feet of built-up area. Prices are mentioned on the screen, you can have a look. So these mansions were starting from around 35 million dirhams going all the way up to 60 million dirhams. As on the screen, you can have a quick look on the medium type of the Aman floor plan, the medium mansion style, and here you can see how things have been placed on the ground level. I mean, look at the size of the dining area. Probably you can host a huge gathering in here. The kitchen is huge. There is a separate staff living and dining area as well. The guest suite is huge as well, and there is an office space. And if you look at the basement level, you can find that there's an area for your wellness and gym, as well as there is a dedicated area for a private cinema. So these are the typical floor plans of your mansions that you can get in Dubai. So the Lavita mansions were very limited and they were immediately sold out when they came up. Nothing has been resold on the market up till yet. And I don't see anyone selling them, at least till the time of the handover. These kind of mansions are very rare in the market, and only very few areas are there in Dubai where you can get such kind of a built up and plot. So what came after Lavita finally were the address Tierra villas, the first branded villas in the Oasis, which were launched in this year. So as you can see on the screen, the address Tierra cluster came up in this section of the Oasis after the Lavita cluster, and this was a complete new phase with a total of 487 units that came again at an 80-20 payment plan. The estimated handover of these villas is around mid of 2029. It had 3 different categories of villas: the 4 bedrooms, 5 bedrooms and 6 bedrooms, again offering options with basement. And we could see again the 3 different architectural styles: classical, contemporary and chamfered on offer. The 4 bedrooms were ranging with a built-up of 7,200 square feet with an average plot of 9,000 square feet, and the prices that they were sold at were around 13 to 15 million dirhams, whereas the 5 bedrooms were having a built-up of around 8,000 to 10,000 square feet and a plot size of 11,200 square feet, and these were sold all the way up to 22 million dirhams, whereas the 6-bedroom villas were having a built-up of around 12,000 to 13,000 square feet and an average plot size of 16,700 square feet, and they were sold around 25 to 26 million dirhams. As you can see on the screen, the sizes for the built-up and the sizes for the plot. The unique selling point of Oasis is that it offers a very low floor area ratio FAR, and the FAR in Oasis is just 0.82, which is one of the lowest on offer in Dubai if we compare it with other villa communities in Dubai. So here on the screen you can have a look at the cluster map of the address Tierra villas. There is a provision for a school as well as for a huge retail area, and you can see the villas, how they are placed around the lagoons. This is where you have the swimmable lagoon. I can see only one swimmable lagoon here in the address Tierra villas. Mostly it's the 6 bedrooms and the 5 bedrooms that are facing the lagoon, and you can't really find the 4 bedrooms facing the lagoon. If you are looking for a 4-bedroom facing the lagoon, I think the only option would be the Palmiera cluster. And just after when address Tierra villas were launched this year, what followed was another branded cluster in the Oasis from another brand, Palace, and this one was Palace Ostra villas. These were 526 in number with an estimated handover in September of 2029, and these offered kind of the similar types as in the address Tierra villas, just that the brand is different in here, so we can expect slight changes, but more or less the sizes and prices on offer are very same. The 4 bedrooms again hovering around 7,300 square feet and were priced around 13 to 15 million dirhams. The 5-bedroom villas starting from 8,000 square feet going all the way up to 11,000 square feet, prices all the way up to 24 million dirhams, and the 6-bedroom villas hovering around 13,000 square feet, 16,300 plot area, and they were priced between 24 to 27 million dirhams. So these were all again sold out, and it was an amazing success to sell 526 villas, where the average ticket size that we are talking about is hovering between 15 to 20 million dirhams. So a lot of the inventory was sold out, and right now there's nothing available even in the Palace Ostra cluster. So here on the screen you can have a look at the cluster map of the Palace Villas Ostra, which is again adjacent to the address Tierra villas, and here is where you can see one swimmable lagoon in this part of the cluster, and rest the cluster is having a lot of water features and lagoons, and it's again mostly the 5-bedroom and 6-bedroom villas which are facing the water, and again it is being offered in 3 different architectural styles: the classical, contemporary and chamfered. Since address and Palace villas were launched this year, there haven't been any resale transactions, but next year we will definitely have some resale transactions in these clusters as well. So if you are one of the owners who are owning one of these units and want to take an exit, you can reach out to me and I can help you find a buyer for your villa if you don't want to wait till the handover and you want to take a quick exit in these villas. So here on the screen I put the full summary of the so far launched clusters in the Oasis: Palmiera, Mirage, Lavita, Address Tierra and Palace Ostra. So these were the clusters which were launched, and in these sections of the areas in the Oasis master plan, and these 2 sections are still left to be launched. The good thing is that the developer is launching a new cluster very soon in the Oasis, and we have some information on what is being launched. So on the screen you can have a look. They will be offering a brand new cluster, and the type of units that will be on sale will be the 4 bedrooms with basement the 5 bedrooms without basement and with basement, as well as they will be offering the 6 bedroom villas with the basement. So they will be again the same 3 types of architectural styles that we had seen previously in the previous clusters. And you can see on the screen that the size ranges for the 4 bedrooms, 5 bedrooms and 6 bedroom villas, it is kind of very similar what came in the previous cluster, the Palace Ostra villas. So most likely the pricing will be also very similar to the Palace Ostra villas, but definitely since this new launch is coming after a few months, the developer will definitely do a little price spike up in this new cluster. So if you are interested in buying one of these new villas, the new launch, you can reach out to me. My number is on the screen. I can help you provide more information on what is coming, and I can guide you on the expression of interest process with the developer. And I'm pretty much sure that these villas will be an immediate sellout as soon as the allocation starts in December. As I had mentioned in the beginning of my video that I'll be comparing this project with the other neighboring communities and comparable communities. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna compare the prices in the Oasis with 2 communities, precisely Tilal Al Ghaf and Jumeirah Golf Estates. Why I have not compared Oasis with other prime villa communities such as Emirates Living, Dubai Hills Estate and District 1 is because those communities have a little more locational advantage because they have been there for long and they are in one of the most prime areas of Dubai, like being close to Dubai Marina, being close to downtown Dubai. So I'm not comparing Emirates Living, Dubai Hills and District 1 with the Oasis, but what I'm comparing the Oasis with is Tilal Al Ghaf and Jumeirah Golf Estates. These 2 communities being exactly adjacent to the Oasis in the same area of Dubai. So as we can see on the screen, to make it pretty simple, because all these 3 communities are very different, very unique, the way they have been designed, the amenities on offer, the floor plans, the quality, everything. But what we know is that some of the villas in Tilal Al Ghaf have already been handed over, so their villas are ready and there have been resale in those villas. And Jumeirah Golf Estate is already a very mature community. So here on the screen we can see that the average price per square feet, dirhams per square feet, in these 2 communities. In Jumeirah Golf Estates, I have done 2 different pricing. One is on the built-up area of the villa and one is on the plot area. So these are the average numbers. So in Jumeirah Golf Estates, in the resale market for the ready villas, the prices are hovering between 2,500 to 3,500 dirhams per square feet of built-up area. The prices are in between 1,900 all the way up to 3,700 dirhams per square feet of plot area. I mean, the 3,700 is probably for those villas and mansions which are directly facing the golf course. So these are the ongoing actual prices in Jumeirah Golf Estates. While if I talk about Tilal Al Ghaf, in Tilal Al Ghaf, the prices are hovering between 2,200 to 2,700 dirhams per square feet of built-up area. Whereas if we talk about on the plot area, the price per square feet is starting from 1,500 dirhams to all the way up to 3,800 dirhams per square feet of plot area. I mean, definitely that 3,800 figure is probably for the Supreme, Elysian and Serenity mansions in Tilal Al Ghaf. So here you have got a rough number on the prevailing price per square feet for the ready villas which people are actually living in and have bought in resale. So let me tell you what are the price per square feet numbers ranges in the Oasis. So in the Oasis, if I predominantly talk about the Palmiera, Mirage and the address villas, So the price per square feet is hovering between 1700 to 1900 dirhams per square feet of built up area and 1500 to 1700 dirhams per square feet on the plot area. And this is where the opportunity is. You can pretty much see the difference. On the basis of this, what I'm expecting the PSF, the price per square feet on built up area for the Oasis villas on the complete community maturity is to reach at a level of around 3,200 to 3,500, because these villas are pretty much in the same location and are offering the same kind of amazing amenities as well as quality as the other delivered villas in the adjoining communities. So why can't the prices be pretty much the same? So it will definitely surpass the 3,000 figure, and I'm expecting it to be between 3,200 to 3,500 dirhams per square feet on built up area. And currently what we are getting these villas is probably in between 1700 to 1900, and probably the new launch will be around 2000 dirhams per square feet of the built up area. As an investor, if these villa options are not something that you are looking at for self usage, maybe you actually want to rent them later down the lane, so you might be concerned about what are the service charges of maintaining this villa and the amenities around it, because of course the amenities look very fancy and the developer will be managing it through a facilities management company, so they'll be charging you some service charges. Let me tell you, in Dubai market, for the villas, the service charges are generally hovering between 3 to 5 dirhams per square feet of the built up area. So even if we take an average of 4 dirhams per square feet, and let's say the property is 10,000 square feet, so it will be around 4 into 10,000, 40,000 dirhams per year, which is approximately not more than like around 10 to 11,000 US dollars only. So it is not a really big figure given the fact that the total price of these villas is too much in compared to the service charges or what you call HOA fees, let's say in America. My last thoughts before I wrap up this video is that in my opinion, it is almost near impossible to see such a kind of a massive villa only community come up again in the near future, because there is barely any prime land parcels left out in the city, and moreover, not all developers have the capacity to bring up such a big massive community with such a huge investment value. The opportunity is right now to make a minimum of about 2x on your capital. So if you are interested in investing in the Oasis, I can help you find the best option as per your specific requirement. For that, you can reach out to me. My number is on the screen. And if you probably own one of these units already in the Oasis and want to take an exit, then you can also reach out to me as well. And I can work with you to help you make a great profit on your investment in this project. Thank you for watching this video till the end. And I'll be making more such videos where I will explain similar high-end villa communities of Dubai that are in some of the very few best investment locations of the city. So do subscribe to my channel and I will see you in another video very soon. This is Ankit, your trusted investment advisor, signing out.